Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle's whirlwind romance has been the focus of Batman for the last few months, but what about their very first meeting? Well, for that, look no further than Batman Annual Issue number 2. Let's hop on in and see what happens next. Alright, so as the comic opens up, we join Batman very early in his career. How early? They don't give us an actual date, but he's wearing his trunks on the outside, so that early. Catwoman, vowing to show that she truly is the world's greatest thief, breaks on into the Batcave and decides to take the Batmobile out for a joyride. Oh, no, wait, sorry, the Bat car. It's not actually called the Batmobile yet. We know that because Catwoman, jerk that she is, ends up crashing the car into Porky's bar. Yep, that's right, the place that the ELMER FUDD Batman crossover took place in. Which I guess now means this place and these characters are totally canon, and it's the Porky Pig bartender that ends up naming the Batmobile the Batmobile. Wrap your head around that, everybody. Now, Batman does eventually get his car back, but Catwoman leaves a very mocking gesture behind, a little tiny mouse on the seat. Oh, what you gonna name him? You already got Ace the Bat Hound, what should you call him? I would personally like to pitch Jack the Batmouse. If you have a better name, please tell me down in the comment section. It's after this moment Batman begins to really obsess over security for the cave and especially over Catwoman. The two form a very dysfunctional, well, for the lack of a better word, cat and mouse style relationship. Catwoman sneaking into Batman's place, moving around his office supplies just to try and get a rise out of him. Batman can never seem to catch her though, either because he can't or because he doesn't want to. In fact, there's a moment in here where the cops are waiting outside Wayne Manor to arrest Catwoman, and he totally doesn't help. This relationship of theirs really gets taken up a notch one night when Catwoman sneaks in and gets into Bruce Wayne's own personal safe looking for cash and jewelry. All she ends up finding, though, is a single white pearl. Yep, that's right, one off Martha's necklace. Selina, feeling this actually touched something of a nerve with Batman, the two end up opening up to one another, talking about how they both lost their mothers to Gotham City, how they both ended up orphans. They get closer and closer, it gets hotter and heavier before eventually Catwoman sets off one of Batman's smoke devices and leaves. Once again, Batman seemingly incapable of giving chase for one reason or another. This is resumed the next night when she attempts to break in via the skylight. When Batman asks what's with the obsession with messing with him, Catwoman says she's doing it all for him, to make him stronger, to make him more than just the scared little boy who lost his parents in an alley one night. What is it with Batman's villains always saying they're doing it for him? Joker said the very same thing in Death of the Family. This night, Batman can actually be bothered to give chase after Catwoman. The two trade back and forth about how they're so much alike, they have so much in common, and yet are so different and such outsiders, that only they could possibly ever understand each other's trauma. Or, you know, all the other costume crime fighters over the years and all the different people Batman has brought into his life who understand his personal trauma, but, you know, don't want to make Catwoman any less special feeling. It's right around here Batman remembers, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be the world's greatest detective. How about instead of waiting on my hands every night for Catwoman to come to me, I'll do some investigation of that mouse she sent me so that way I can track her down to where she lives. It's implied that this night too was the first time they bumped costume uglies. So this is probably where the comic should end, you're thinking, but no, this is an annual. You pay a little extra for a little more comic, and from there we end up jumping forward to the far-flung future. Selina and Bruce are both senior citizens now, still fighting like, well, bats and dogs about when they first met, whether it was during the Golden Age on a boat or whether it was in the retconned universe on the street. Oh, I should also probably note around here that Bruce is dying of completely natural causes, which is unfortunate, but hey, the Batman mantle is in good hands, and his daughter, Helena, yeah, that's right, Helena Wayne, who was actually the daughter of Batman and Catwoman in an alternate universe, so it's cool to see her show up here in some form. As Batman draws his last breath on his deathbed, he's surrounded by the woman he loves and his extended family. Oh hey, another fun game for the comment section. See Spot the Sidekick. We got Carrie Kelly there, the Robins, and even some people I don't quite recognize at first glance. With her husband dead and bringing the comic full circle, Catwoman decides to go for another joyride in the Batmobile, only when she does, she discovers, oh, there's a lone little tiny kitten there from Bruce. So yeah, that was Batman Annual number 2, everybody, and overall I'm sure this comic will be really effective and really resonating with some people, but not me. I sincerely wish wish I could love the Batman-Catwoman pairing as deeply as Tom King clearly seems to himself, but I just cannot for the life of me get involved with it. Maybe it's because King writes Selina and Bruce as so cold and robotic. How am I supposed to get invested in their love when I don't really buy them as people? Heck, when Tom King was literally writing robotic romance in Vision, I believed that 100 times more. In summation, it's fine. They've all been fine. Just not my personal cup of tea. I would give it a 7 out of 10. So that's Batman Annual, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, why not check out some of these other videos I've been hard at work on. Then you can follow me on Twitter at CabeJoel, so you always know what I got coming out next. And hey, if you like what I do and are feeling in a charitable mood, by all means check out my Patreon page. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and podcasts before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. So until next time, everyone, this has been CabeJoel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later.